Let us embrace the wisdom and comfort found in Psalm 23 and Psalm 91, drawing strength and hope from their timeless messages. Together, these psalms remind us of God's unwavering presence, guidance, and protection in our lives. Imagine walking through a serene, lush valley where the Lord is your shepherd, guiding you every step of the way. In moments of uncertainty, trust that He leads you beside still waters, restoring your soul with peace. No matter how dark the valley of life may seem, you are not alone. His rod and staff provide comfort, guiding you through trials and tribulations, ensuring you are never lost or forsaken. As you dwell in the presence of the Most High, you find refuge under His wings, a safe haven where no harm can touch you. The Lord is your shield, your protector from the storms of life. Even in the midst of chaos, He surrounds you with His steadfast love and unwavering protection. You are hidden under His shadow, and no enemy can prevail against you. Every day, remember that God prepares a table before you, even in the presence of your enemies. He anoints your head with oil, signifying His favor and blessing upon your life. Your cup overflows with abundance, for the Lord is your provider, meeting every need beyond your expectations. Though the path may be winding and challenges may arise, rest assured that goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. God's faithfulness is your foundation, and His promises are your assurance. He will satisfy you with long life, and His salvation will be your eternal joy. In moments of fear, do not be afraid, for the Lord is your refuge. He will deliver you from every snare, every perilous pestilence. When you call upon Him, He will answer. He will be with you in trouble and will rescue you, honoring you with His grace and peace. Let these words be your guide, a source of strength and inspiration. As you journey through life, may you walk with confidence, knowing that the Lord is your shepherd and your protector. His love surrounds you, His grace sustains you, and His promises are your hope. Be still and know that He is God, and He will never leave you nor forsake you. Trust in Him, for His plans for you are good, filled with hope and a future that is bright and full of His glory. Let's immerse ourselves deeply into the profound assurances found in Psalm 23 and Psalm 91, allowing their truths to saturate our hearts and minds, fortifying us for life's journey. These psalms are not just ancient texts but living words, breathing life into our souls, offering peace, protection, and unwavering hope. Picture this. The Lord is your shepherd, the one who knows every detail of your life, guiding you with care and precision. He leads you to green pastures, a place of rest and abundance, where your soul can breathe and find renewal. In these moments, you can lay down your burdens, knowing that He is in control, providing everything you need. The still waters He leads you beside are not just physical locations but states of inner peace, where the chaos of the world cannot reach you. Here, your spirit is restored, and your strength is renewed, ready to face whatever lies ahead. Even when the path leads through the darkest valleys, where fear and uncertainty lurk, you have nothing to fear. Why? Because the Lord is with you, His presence a constant, comforting force that dispels all anxiety. His rod and staff, symbols of his protection and guidance, are always there to correct and direct you, ensuring that you remain on the right path. In this valley, you learn to trust not in your own understanding but in his infinite wisdom. Every step you take is secure, not because of your ability, but because of his unwavering support. As you walk through life, you encounter tables set before you in the presence of your enemies. This is not a sign of vulnerability, but of God's provision and favor. Even when surrounded by opposition or challenges, God prepares a feast of blessings for you, demonstrating his care and commitment to your well-being. He anoints your head with oil, a symbol of his blessing and a declaration of your chosen status. Your cup overflows, not with just enough, but with more than you could ask or imagine. This overflow is a testament to God's generosity and his desire to lavish his love upon you. Psalm 23 closes with a powerful affirmation that goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life. This is not a mere hope, but a divine guarantee. God's goodness is actively pursuing you, his mercy covering your past, present, and future. Every day you live is marked by his favor, and as you dwell in his house, you find security and peace that the world cannot offer. This dwelling is not just for a season, but forever, a permanent home in his presence where you are eternally loved and protected. Now, turn your heart to Psalm 91, a powerful declaration of God's protection over your life. Imagine yourself dwelling in the secret place of the Most High, a place so secure that no harm can reach you. Here, under the shadow of the Almighty, you find refuge. This shadow is not one of darkness, but of divine protection, where the light of God's presence shields you from every evil. You are invited to say of the Lord, "He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust." These words are not just declarations, but anchors for your soul, holding you steady in the storms of life. When danger threatens, whether it be the terror by night, the arrow by day, or the pestilence that stalks in darkness, you are safe. The Lord himself is your shield, covering you with his feathers, hiding you under his wings. There you are untouchable, for no evil can penetrate his protection. Though 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, it will not come near you. This promise is your confidence, that God's protection is not just for others, but for you personally. You are watched over by his angels, who have been given charge to keep you in all your ways. These heavenly beings lift you up in their hands so that you will not even strike your foot against a stone. This divine protection is comprehensive, covering every aspect of your life, ensuring that you are safe in every situation. Psalm 91 ends with God's own voice breaking through, a declaration of his love and commitment to you. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. These words are a promise that as you love God and call upon his name, he will rescue you from every trouble. He will answer when you call, be with you in trouble, deliver you, and honor you. He promises to satisfy you with long life and show you his salvation. These psalms together form a powerful tapestry of divine care, protection, and provision. They remind you that no matter what you face in life, you are not alone. The Lord is your shepherd, guiding and providing for you. And He is also your fortress, protecting you from all harm. As you meditate on these truths, let them fill you with peace and confidence, knowing that you are held securely in God's hands. Your future is not uncertain when it is placed in His care, for He is faithful to fulfill every promise He has made to you. Let's journey even deeper into the sacred promises of Psalm 23 and Psalm 91, embracing the fullness of their meaning for our lives. These psalms, steeped in divine assurance, are more than just words. They are lifelines, spiritual anchors that hold us steady in the ebb and flow of life's challenges. They speak to us of a God who is intimately involved in every detail of our lives, offering us protection, provision, and peace. As you begin each day, imagine the Lord as your shepherd, watching over you with a love so profound, so personal, that it transforms every part of your existence. This is not a distant God, but one who walks with you, guiding you along paths of righteousness, not for your sake alone, but for His name's sake. His guidance is perfect, always leading you in ways that bring honor and glory to His name, and in turn to your life. In moments of restlessness or confusion, He brings you to green pastures, spaces of calm and abundance where your soul can find true rest. These green pastures are more than just physical locations. They represent spiritual nourishment, places in your life where you can be refreshed and rejuvenated by His presence. It is here, beside the still waters, that you find clarity, a quietness that allows you to hear His voice more clearly, guiding your steps with wisdom and grace. When you face the inevitable valleys of life, those dark, uncertain times where the shadows of doubt and fear loom large, remember that you do not walk alone. The valley of the shadow of death is a place where many falter, but you can walk through it with confidence because the Lord is with you. His presence dispels fear, His rod corrects you when you stray, and His staff draws you back when you are lost. In His hands, these instruments of guidance are your assurance that even in the darkest times, you are cared for, watched over, and protected. Consider the table He prepares before you in the presence of your enemies. This is a profound image of divine provision and blessing. Even when surrounded by opposition or in the midst of struggle, God provides abundantly for you. This table is not just a meal but a feast, a celebration of His goodness and faithfulness in your life. He anoints your head with oil, signifying that you are chosen, set apart, and blessed beyond measure. Your cup, filled to overflowing, is a symbol of the abundant life He offers, one that spills over with His blessings, grace, and love. As you reflect on these truths, remember that goodness and mercy are not passive but actively pursuing you all the days of your life. This pursuit is relentless, unending. God's goodness seeking to bless you, His mercy covering every mistake and failure. You are invited to dwell in the house of the Lord forever, not as a guest, but as a beloved child, welcomed and cherished in His eternal home. This dwelling is not just a future hope, but a present reality. You can live in the awareness of His presence every day, finding peace and security in His unfailing love. Now, shift your focus to Psalm 91, where the imagery of divine protection is rich and powerful. Imagine yourself dwelling in the secret place of the Most High, a place so secure that no harm can penetrate. This is not a physical location but a spiritual state where you are hidden in the shadow of the Almighty. Here you are safe, shielded from all the dangers that threaten to overwhelm you. The Lord is your refuge and fortress, a place of safety where you can run and find shelter from the storms of life. You are invited to declare, "He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust." This is more than a statement of belief. It is a declaration of dependence on God's unshakable protection. When you make this declaration, you are aligning yourself with the truth of God's Word, placing your trust not in circumstances but in His power to protect and deliver you. Psalm 91 speaks of deliverance from the snare of the fowler and from deadly pestilence. These are metaphors for the dangers and threats that we face in life, whether they are physical, emotional, or spiritual. But in every situation, God's protection is promised. He covers you with His feathers, and under His wings, you find refuge. This image of a mother bird sheltering her young under her wings is a powerful reminder of God's tender care and protection. No harm can reach you because you are safe under His wings, hidden from all that would seek to harm you. The psalm continues with a promise that no evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. This is a bold declaration of God's comprehensive protection. You are not only safe from physical harm but also from any spiritual attack that might come against you. His angels are given charge over you to keep you in all your ways. These ministering spirits, sent by God, ensure that you are protected at every turn, lifting you up so that you will not dash your foot against a stone. This divine intervention is constant, guarding you in every situation, preventing harm from coming your way. God's protection is so complete that it extends even to the most dangerous situations. You will tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the serpent you will trample underfoot. These are symbols of the greatest threats, the most fearsome enemies. Yet with God by your side, you have the authority to overcome them. This is not a call to recklessness but a reassurance that with God, you have power over every force that seeks to harm you. The climax of Psalm 91 is God's personal promise to you. Because He has set His love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high because he has known my name. This is God speaking directly to you, affirming His commitment to your protection and salvation. Your love for Him, your knowledge of His name, opens the door to His intervention in your life. When you call upon Him, He will answer. When you are in trouble, He will be with you, delivering you and honoring you. This is not just about surviving difficulties, but being lifted up, honored, and blessed in the midst of them. God promises to satisfy you with long life and show you His salvation, a life not just long in years, but full of His presence and peace. As you meditate on these Psalms, let them become a part of you. Let their promises be the foundation on which you stand, the lens through which you view every challenge, every decision, every day of your life. The Lord is your shepherd. You shall not want. He is your refuge and fortress. No harm can come near you. These are not just comforting words, but life-giving truths, meant to transform the way you live, filling you with confidence, peace, and an unshakable hope. Every morning as you rise, let these truths shape your thoughts and actions. When you encounter difficulties, remember that you are not alone. The God who created the heavens and the earth walks with you, guiding your steps, providing for your needs, protecting you from all harm. His goodness and mercy are following you. His angels are watching over you, and His love is surrounding you. In the quiet moments, when doubt and fear try to creep in, return to these promises. Speak them out loud. Let them fill your mind and heart, dispelling every fear, calming every storm. You are secure in His love, protected by His power, and guided by His wisdom. There is no place for fear because perfect love casts out fear. God's love for you is perfect, complete, and unending. In this love, you can rest, knowing that the Lord is your shepherd, your refuge, your fortress, your protector, and your provider. He is everything you need, and with Him you lack nothing. Let this be your meditation day and night, a source of strength and encouragement, a reminder that you are deeply loved, completely protected, and eternally secure in His care. As we continue to immerse ourselves in the profound truths of Psalm 23 and Psalm 91, let their promises sink even deeper into our spirits, transforming our perspectives and strengthening our faith. These psalms offer not only comfort and protection, but also a call to live with an unwavering trust in God's presence and His divine orchestration of our lives. Visualize the Lord as your shepherd, an image that signifies not only guidance but also an intimate relationship. He knows you by name, understands your every need, and cares for you with a tender love that surpasses all human understanding. This is not just a role He plays, but the essence of who He is, a shepherd whose primary concern is your well-being. In His care, you are never lost, never abandoned, and never without hope. Imagine starting each day with the awareness that He is leading you to green pastures. These are not just places of physical rest, but spiritual oases where your soul is replenished. In these green pastures, you find nourishment that the world cannot provide, peace that calms your mind, joy that uplifts your spirit, and strength that carries you through the challenges ahead. The still waters represent a deep tranquility that flows from knowing that God is in control, that no matter the turmoil around you, you can find calm in His presence. As you journey through life, there are inevitable moments when you find yourself in the valley of the shadow of death. This valley is symbolic of the darkest times: loss, grief, fear, uncertainty. Yet even here you are not alone. The Lord walks beside you, His presence a constant source of comfort and courage. His rod and staff are not just tools of correction, but symbols of His constant care, guiding you back to safety when you wander and protecting you from dangers unseen. In this valley, you learn the depth of His love, a love that does not abandon you in your darkest hour but stays with you, lighting your path and easing your fears. Consider the profound truth that God prepares a table before you in the presence of your enemies. This is a declaration of victory, a statement that even in the midst of opposition, you are blessed and provided for. The table is set with everything you need: peace, joy, love, provision, and it is set in the presence of those who would seek to harm you. This is God's way of showing that nothing can thwart His plans for you. He anoints your head with oil, a sign of His favor and blessing. Your cup overflows, symbolizing the abundance of His blessings, more than enough to meet your needs and to bless others. As you dwell on these truths, let the assurance that goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life become a source of unshakable confidence. This is not just a hope, but a divine certainty. God's goodness is always at work in your life, bringing about His perfect will, and His mercy covers every mistake, every misstep, ensuring that you are always within the bounds of His grace. You are not just visiting His house. You are invited to dwell there forever, secure in the knowledge that you are His, and He is yours. Turning to Psalm 91, envision the power of dwelling in the secret place of the Most High. This place is not just a refuge, but a fortress, a stronghold where no enemy can reach you. In the shadow of the Almighty, you find shelter from every storm, every trial. This shadow is not a place of darkness, but a covering, a protective shield that keeps you safe from harm. As you declare, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust, you are aligning yourself with the truth of God's word, choosing to trust in His strength rather than your own. Psalm 91 assures you that God delivers you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. These words are rich with meaning, symbolizing all the traps and dangers that life might throw at you. Whether physical illness, spiritual attack, or emotional turmoil, God's protection is comprehensive. He covers you with His feathers, and under His wings, you find refuge. This is a place of ultimate safety, where nothing can harm you because you are hidden in Him. The promise continues, you will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day. These words speak to the fears that often plague us, those in the dark of night when worries and anxieties seem overwhelming, and those in the light of day when challenges and threats seem ever present. But in every situation, God's protection is sure. Even if 1,000 fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, it will not come near you. This is not just a promise of physical safety, but a declaration that God is in control, that nothing can touch you without His permission. God's angels are given charge over you to keep you in all your ways. This is a promise of divine assistance, of heavenly beings sent to watch over you, to guard your steps, and to protect you from harm. These angels lift you up in their hands so that you will not even strike your foot against a stone. This is a picture of God's meticulous care, of His attention to every detail of your life, ensuring that you are safe and secure in His hands. The psalm reaches its climax with God's personal assurance. Because He loves me, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. This is a divine guarantee, a promise that as you set your love upon God and acknowledge His name, He will deliver you from every trouble. He will honor you, satisfy you with long life, and show you His salvation. This is not just a promise for the here and now, but for eternity. A life filled with His presence, His peace, and His joy. As you meditate on these psalms, let them transform the way you see yourself and your circumstances. You are not alone in your journey. The God of the universe walks with you, guiding your steps, providing for your needs, and protecting you from all harm. His goodness and mercy are with you every day. His angels are watching over you, and His love surrounds you. Every morning as you wake, let these truths fill your heart and mind. When challenges arise, remember that you are under the care of the Good Shepherd, that no harm can befall you without His knowledge, and that He has already made a way for you to walk in victory. His presence is your constant companion, His word your sure foundation, and His promises your hope and security. In the quiet moments, when fears and doubts try to creep in, return to these Psalms. Speak them aloud. Let their truths fill your heart with peace and your mind with clarity. You are secure in God's love, protected by His power, and guided by His wisdom. There is no need to fear, for the Lord is with you, and His plans for you are good. Let these Psalms be the lens through which you view your life. Let their promises guide your thoughts, your decisions, and your actions. As you do, you will find that you are living not in fear but in faith, not in doubt but in confidence, not in despair but in hope. The Lord is your shepherd, your refuge, and your fortress. With Him by your side, you have nothing to fear and everything to hope for. So as you go forward, carry these truths with you. Let them be your shield and your sword, your comfort and your strength. The Lord is your shepherd. You lack nothing. He is your refuge. You are safe under His wings. His goodness and mercy follow you, and His angels guard you. This is your inheritance as a child of God, an inheritance of peace, protection, and everlasting love. Walk in it, live in it, and let it fill you with joy, knowing that you are forever held in the loving arms of your Heavenly Father. Let's continue to dive even deeper into the life-giving waters of Psalm 23 and Psalm 91, allowing these sacred texts to saturate our souls and renew our spirits. These Psalms are more than mere poetry. They are a declaration of God's unwavering commitment to us, a testament to His deep and abiding love that transcends all circumstances. As you walk through life, imagine the Lord as your shepherd, not just leading you but intimately knowing every aspect of your being. He sees your fears, your hopes, your struggles, and your victories. He knows your heart better than anyone else ever could. In this relationship, you are not just a follower. You are cherished, nurtured, and deeply loved. The green pastures He leads you to are symbolic of the spiritual nourishment He provides, moments of rest and peace that rejuvenate your soul. These pastures are places where you can let go of your anxieties, knowing that He is watching over you, ensuring that your every need is met. The still waters represent a deep inner peace that comes only from trusting in God's sovereign care. In a world that is often turbulent and chaotic, these still waters are your sanctuary, a place where your soul can find calm and clarity. Here, in this tranquil space, you can hear His voice more clearly, guiding you with wisdom and grace. It is in these moments of stillness that you are reminded of who He is and who you are in Him, beloved, protected, and guided. As you navigate the valleys of life, the times of darkness, uncertainty, and fear, remember that you are never alone. The valley of the shadow of death is not a place to be feared, for the Lord walks with you, His presence a constant source of comfort. His rod and staff are not just tools for correction but symbols of his protection and guidance. The rod protects you from harm, and the staff gently leads you back when you stray. In this valley, you learn to trust in his presence, knowing that even in the darkest times, he is with you, guiding you through the shadows into his marvelous light. Imagine the table that he prepares before you in the presence of your enemies. This is more than just a meal. It is a divine banquet, a feast of his goodness and mercy laid out for you, even when surrounded by those who oppose you. This table is a declaration of God's provision and blessing, a statement that no matter what you face, his provision is more than enough. He anoints your head with oil, a sign of his blessing and favor. Your cup overflows, not just with material blessings, but with peace, joy, and the assurance of his unfailing love. Goodness and mercy are not just passive attributes of God. They are active forces that follow you all the days of your life. Imagine these as two faithful companions, always at your side, ensuring that you are never outside the bounds of God's grace and love. They pursue you, protect you, and bless you, making sure that you are constantly surrounded by God's favor. This is not just a promise for this life, but an eternal truth. For you will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. This dwelling is not just about a future in heaven, but about living in the presence of God every single day of your life, here and now, and into eternity. Turning our hearts to Psalm 91, let us consider what it means to dwell in the secret place of the Most High. This is not just a place of refuge, but a sanctuary where you are intimately connected with God. In this secret place, you are hidden from harm, shielded from the storms of life. The shadow of the Almighty is your covering, a place where you can rest in his strength and protection. Here you are safe, not because of anything you have done, but because of who he is, a mighty fortress, an unshakable refuge. As you declare, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust, you are speaking out your faith, aligning yourself with the truth of God's word. This declaration is a powerful statement of your dependence on God, a recognition that he alone is your protector and provider. In every situation, whether you face the terrors of night, the arrows of the day, or the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, you can stand firm, knowing that God's protection surrounds you. Imagine the promises of deliverance from the snare of the fowler and from deadly pestilence as God's way of saying that no trap, no illness, no danger can touch you when you are in his care. He covers you with his feathers, and under his wings you find refuge. This is a place of ultimate safety, where no evil can reach you because you are hidden in him. The imagery of being under his wings is a powerful reminder of his tender care and love, a place where you are always safe, always protected. Even if 1,000 fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, it will not come near you. This is not just a promise of physical protection, but a declaration that no matter what happens around you, you are secure in God's hands. His angels are given charge over you to keep you in all your ways. These heavenly beings are constantly watching over you, ensuring that you are safe from harm. They lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone, a symbol of God's meticulous care for every detail of your life. The promise continues with God's assurance that you will tread upon the lion and the cobra, that you will trample the young lion and the serpent underfoot. These are symbols of the greatest dangers. Yet with God by your side, you have the authority to overcome them. This is not just about surviving, but about thriving, about walking in the victory that God has already secured for you. God's personal promise in Psalm 91 is a powerful declaration of His commitment to you. Because He loves me, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. This is a divine guarantee that as you set your love upon God, as you acknowledge His name, He will deliver you from every trouble. He will honor you, satisfy you with long life, and show you His salvation. This is not just about living a long life, but about living a life full of God's presence, His peace, and His joy. As you meditate on these Psalms, let them be more than just words. Let them be the foundation upon which you build your life. Let their promises shape your thoughts, guide your decisions, and strengthen your faith. The Lord is your shepherd. You shall not want. He is your refuge and fortress. No harm can come near you. His goodness and mercy are with you, and His angels guard you. These truths are your inheritance as a child of God, an inheritance of peace, protection, and everlasting love. In the quiet moments, when doubts arise, return to these Psalms. Speak them aloud. Let their truths fill your heart with peace and your mind with clarity. You are secure in God's love, protected by His power, and guided by His wisdom. There is no need to fear, for the Lord is with you, and His plans for you are good. As you go about your day, carry these truths with you. Let them be the lens through which you view every situation, every challenge, every moment of your life. The Lord is your shepherd, your refuge, your fortress, your provider, and your protector. With Him by your side, you have nothing to fear and everything to hope for. So walk in the confidence of His love, live in the peace of His protection, and rest in the assurance of His presence. The Lord is with you, guiding your steps, providing for your needs, and protecting you from all harm. His goodness and mercy follow you. His angels watch over you, and His love surrounds you. This is your inheritance as a beloved child of God, an inheritance of peace, protection, and everlasting love. Embrace it, live it, and let it fill you with joy, knowing that you are forever held in the loving arms of your Heavenly Father. Let us once more immerse ourselves in the divine promises of Psalm 23 and Psalm 91, allowing their timeless wisdom to saturate our souls and provide a deep sense of peace and assurance. These sacred scriptures are more than ancient poetry. They are the living words of God, offering us strength, guidance, and an unshakable foundation as we navigate the complexities of life. Imagine beginning each day with the Lord as your shepherd. This isn't just a comforting thought, but a reality in which you live. He is the one who knows every detail of your life, your hopes, your fears, your triumphs, and your struggles. As your shepherd, He is intimately involved in every step you take, leading you with compassion and care. He guides you to green pastures, not just as a place of rest, but as a space where your soul can be nourished and restored. In these green pastures, you find the strength to carry on, the peace that surpasses understanding, and the joy that comes from being in the presence of your Creator. These pastures are not merely physical places, but spiritual realities. Moments in your life where you can lay down your burdens and experience the fullness of God's provision. Beside the still waters, your soul finds a deep, unshakable peace. These waters symbolize the tranquility that only God can provide, a calm that is unaffected by the storms of life. As you rest beside these waters, you can feel your worries dissipate, replaced by a profound sense of God's presence and love. Here, your spirit is refreshed, your mind is cleared, and your heart is filled with a renewed sense of purpose. When you walk through the valleys of life, those times when darkness seems overwhelming and fear grips your heart, remember that these valleys are not the end of your journey. They are simply part of the path, a place you pass through with the Lord by your side. The valley of the shadow of death is a daunting place, but it is not a place where you need to dwell in fear. For even in these shadows, you are not alone. The Lord is with you, His presence bringing light into the darkest corners of your life. His rod and staff are not just symbols of His authority, but tools of His care and protection. The rod defends you from the unseen dangers that threaten to harm you, while the staff guides you back to safety when you start to wander. In these valleys, you learn to trust in the Lord's presence more than ever before. The shadows may loom large, but they cannot overpower the light of God's love and faithfulness. Each step you take is guided by His wisdom, each moment infused with His grace. And as you move forward, you begin to see the glimmers of light ahead, the promise of better days, and the assurance that you are never out of His sight. Now imagine the table He prepares before you, even in the presence of your enemies. This is no ordinary table. It is a feast of abundance, a symbol of God's provision even in the most challenging circumstances. Here, in the presence of those who oppose you, God sets a table overflowing with His blessings, peace, joy, strength, and love. He anoints your head with oil, a sign of His blessing and favor, declaring that you are His chosen one, set apart for His purposes. Your cup overflows, not just with enough, but with more than you could ever ask for. An abundance that speaks of God's generosity and His desire to bless you beyond measure. As you reflect on these truths, let the certainty that goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life bring you comfort and hope. These are not passive attributes of God, but active forces in your life, pursuing you with relentless love. You are invited to dwell in the house of the Lord forever, not as a guest, but as a beloved child. This is not just a future promise, but a present reality, a daily invitation to live in the presence of God, where His love surrounds you and His peace fills your heart. Now, turn your thoughts to Psalm 91. Where the promises of God's protection are laid out in vivid detail. Picture yourself dwelling in the secret place of the Most High, a place so secure that no harm can reach you. This secret place is not just a physical location, but a spiritual reality where you are hidden in the shadow of the Almighty. Here, under His wings, you find refuge, a place where the dangers of the world cannot touch you. The shadow of the Almighty is not a place of darkness, but of safety, where His presence is a shield that surrounds you on all sides. You are invited to declare, "He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust." These words are more than just a declaration. They are a proclamation of your faith, a statement of trust in God's protection. In every situation, whether facing the terror of night or the dangers that come with the dawn, you can stand firm, knowing that God's protection is over you. His faithfulness is your shield, His truth your defense, making you unshakable in the face of adversity. Psalm 91 assures you of deliverance from the snare of the fowler and from deadly pestilence. These threats, whether physical or spiritual, cannot stand against God's protection. He covers you with His feathers, and under His wings you find refuge. This image of being covered by His wings is a powerful reminder of His tender care. A place where you are always safe, always protected by His love. No matter what dangers you face, you are secure under His wings, shielded from harm and held close to His heart. Even when 1,000 fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, it will not come near you. This promise is a declaration of God's complete protection over your life. His angels are given charge over you to keep you in all your ways. These angels are not merely passive observers. They are active protectors, lifting you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. This is a picture of God's meticulous care for every aspect of your life, ensuring that you are safe and secure in His hands. You will tread upon the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent underfoot. These are symbols of the greatest threats. Yet with God by your side, you have the authority to overcome them. This is not just about surviving. It is about walking in victory, living in the power and authority that God has given you. You are not just protected. You are empowered to overcome every obstacle, every challenge, and every enemy that comes against you. The final promise in Psalm 91 is God's personal assurance to you. Because He loves me, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. This is God's declaration of His unfailing love for you. A promise that as you set your love upon Him and acknowledge His name, He will deliver you from every trouble. He will honor you, satisfy you with long life, and show you His salvation. This is not just a distant hope, but a present reality. A life filled with His presence, His peace, and His joy. As you meditate on these Psalms, let their promises become the foundation upon which you build your life. Let these truths shape your thoughts, guide your actions, and strengthen your faith. The Lord is your shepherd. You lack nothing. He is your refuge and fortress. No harm can come near you. His goodness and mercy follow you, and His angels guard you. These are not just comforting words. They are the reality of your life as a beloved child of God. Every morning, let these truths fill your heart and mind. When challenges arise, remember that you are under the care of the Good Shepherd, that no harm can befall you without His knowledge, and that He has already made a way for you to walk in victory. His presence is your constant companion, His word your sure foundation, and His promises your hope and security. In the quiet moments, when fears and doubts try to creep in, return to these Psalms. Speak them aloud, Let their truths fill your heart with peace and your mind with clarity. You are secure in God's love, protected by His power, and guided by His wisdom. There is no need to fear, for the Lord is with you, and His plans for you are good. As you go about your day, carry these truths with you. Let them be the lens through which you view every situation, every challenge, and every moment of your life. The Lord is your shepherd, your refuge, your fortress, your provider, and your protector. With Him by your side, you have nothing to fear and everything to hope for. Walk in the confidence of His love, live in the peace of His protection, and rest in the assurance of His presence. The Lord is with you, guiding your steps, providing for your needs, and protecting you from all harm. His goodness and mercy follow you. His angels watch over you, and His love surrounds you. This is your inheritance as a beloved child of God, an inheritance of peace, protection, and everlasting love. Embrace it, live it, and let it fill you with joy, knowing that you are forever held in the loving arms of your Heavenly Father.